Welcome back, gamers. We have a top 8 for the Game Castle Austin Store Showdown. We are looking at a pair of young Han Solos, a pair of Boba Fett's, one green, one yellow, and then a single Palpatine, Bosk, Kira, and Tarkin. All but the yellow Boba in this top 8, by the way, we've seen on stream today. Pretty gaming.
Yep.
Pretty gaming. It's a pretty exciting top 8. We've got 6 different leaders, and of the 2 paired up leaders, they're different colors. 1 green, 1 yellow Boba, and then we have 1 green and 1 blue Han. So pretty much 8 unique decks when it comes to this top 8, and they're going to show us some serious schmoves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but man, it was so hype when we had it on the stream the last time that you already know what we got to send on stream round 1.
You know it.
You already know. Tell the lovely people what they're in for, Jason.
Oh man, we got a return of our Han Green, our Han 2 Green.
Oh yes,
Explosive.
Mr. Go Worldwide.
Absolutely. And you know him, you love him. We're bringing back Tarkin, baby.
Oh, we know we got to bring back the Tarkin. We got to bring the Tarkin. And this time he ain't staring down no control situation.
Nope.
This time it's about to go big. We're about to get rock and rolling in this top 8 match. We've got, man, this is going to be a sweet one. So, we just talked to Michael, the pilot of our Tarkin deck, and, he gave us some, he gave us some tidbits, right? He gave us some little tidbits. Yo, Mikey with the follow and the subscription. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what? We got to kick this thing off with some Wrecker alerts because, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wrecker might just take the money and run with this round once again. Oh, yeah. We know Wrecker's coming in hot. Yep. Although, I got to say, against this this super duper crazy space deck here, I'm not sure how good Wrecker's going to be.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. That's true. There's not going to be a lot of targets on the ground for Wrecker to come into. I was just thinking after looking at these lists earlier that, like, a key card, I think, in this matchup is going to be Marauder, right?
100%. Space Ambush. It's rare, and it's very dang good against an all-space deck.
Yes.
It's very, very good. We didn't see them come up in the round before, but Trent is also rocking Adelphi Patrol Rings in this Han list, which could be really, really massive. There's a lot of... And starting with an A-Wing is super good, too. An A-Wing kills a Lurking TIE and doesn't die.
True.
That's crazy. He ECL'd it in. Dude,
wow.
I love that.
I
actually love that. Yep. Just stop the train from rolling.
Yeah.
Stop the train from rolling. Already acknowledging that you have a weak turn 1 play against this Outland. Yeah, just make sure it doesn't actually become a problem.
Yep.
So there's going to be a lot of interesting elements here, right? Because some of the strongest stuff that this Han deck does is ECL Poe. ECL Wrecker in general, just blasting lots of big damage on the board and clearing threats and really controlling the ground, which is something that this Tarkin deck doesn't really worry about. It's going to flip Tarkin down there, and he's going to give out tokens, but Tarkin gives out tokens no matter what side he's on. Yeah. So there's a world where if we don't find the right ships, things are going to get really, really out of hand up there, and even if we draw both of the Marauders in our deck, I don't know if it's going to be able to save Han.
Yeah, totally agree.
Really, really big play here with the ISB agent coming down and showing off a barrage to finish off that A-Wing.
Yeah,
that's really big, dude. That's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a seriously big play. It basically has evened up the game state, which is not where you want to be when you've already used your ECL.
Yep.
Now that I was pretty hyped on it at first, but now that I think about it, that's an ECL that could have come in and really done some serious damage to like a Lurking TIE that comes down or something like that.
Definitely.
It would pretty much make Michael constantly worried about whether or not he can play his Lurking TIE as long as ECL is available, and there's at least 2 resources on Han's side.
That's a great point. Now we're worried about Marauder, right? That's the main thing. But yeah, you're right. With the ECL already burned like that, Coast is kind of clear.
It's kind of clear. At the very least, there's a lot more resources, right? Because before, we had to be worried about buffing up. We had to be worried about putting down a Lurking TIE Phantom when there were only 2 resources available, because you can ECL in an A-Wing, like we did. But now, the coast is clear until there's 5 for a Marauder, which is a big difference. And then, if you want to ECL in anything else, you could timely in an A-Wing too, so I guess we have to be wary if there's 3.
Yeah.
It's still not it's going to put Michael in a significantly...
Wrecker coming in early.
Oh, man, dude. So this is interesting here.
Yeah.
So the Wrecker on 5 here, right off the bat, is a spicy play, because it means we don't get to deploy Han anymore. But we prioritize deploying the Han. We prioritize getting the Dark Trooper off the board instead of deploying Han this turn. Do you think that was the right call?
We'll see. We've got we've got a Cassian and a Fleet Lieutenant out right now. Yeah. So we deny Tarkin any targets, right? He's still going to go ahead and deploy, so we'll see what he's got. You know, if
he's going to barrage him.
Yeah.
So the reason that Trent did that was because ISB agents showed us barrage. We know that if that guard survived, that dark trooper survived, it gets barrage and clears out both of our guys. We could wrecker it after, but just get it out the way now, and now he can flip Tarkin and barrage Tarkin, but that's not as great.
We're going to get Wrecker off. Yeah, not nearly as dynamic as the other play.
No,
right?
Getting Wrecker off the board is still good, but I still much prefer this situation instead of a Dark Trooper getting barraged, blowing up both of our Cassian and our Fleet Lieutenant, and then Tarkin flips, buffs him up, and the Trooper swings for 6. Rough. Yeah, no, we were definitely playing around the barrage that we knew was there. Yep. Really, really, really heads up for Trent.
Yeah, so he's going to clear out Cassian.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in control of the board mode now, right now. You're not in a position to aggress as Tarkin just yet. You ain't got no units. You ain't got no dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going to, and so this is kind of where the Wrecker on 5 is going to feel a little rough, because now we're in a position where it's going to take us 2 turns, right, to get back to 6, which means ECL Wrecker is not an option. Now, our ECL is already offline, but even just hard playing a Wrecker is not an option now. Yeah. Unless we want to do it with Han again, but then, again, we're going to break ourselves down, put us 2 turns behind to another Wrecker. It's, a lot of our top end's not looking so good right now, man.
No.
No, with the ECL for Poe.
Yeah, and with ECL already used, modded cohort kind of becomes our fallback option on the ground to clear anything up, you know?
You know, modded cohort would have killed Tarkin here.
It would.
But now Tarkin's a 4-9, and he ain't playing. He ain't playing. This is what we call Big Daddy tanking.
Yep.
This is tanking now. This guy's just a brick house.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
This guy's just about to come out swinging, dude.
Yep.
4-9 is big. We're about to start evening up these life totals. Oh, dude, I just realized I never even changed the leaders. I mean, Han Green was already right.
Yeah.
But we do need to put some respect. We do need to put some respect on Tarkin.
Show the man some respect.
Yeah. He looks like he demands some respect.
He ain't no normal Moff. He's a grand Moff.
Dude, he's the grandest of Moff, man.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the absolute grandest. Yo, dude, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you.
This is getting hit. Another Wrecker's coming down off the Han ability. Dude, we'll just never go to 6. It's actually just fine.
Hey.
It's actually just fine. Putting 5 fat ones on Tarkin there is pretty nice. It basically says Tarkin gets 1 swing now, and he's going to choose to trade into the Wrecker, which I think is 100% correct.
Yeah,
you have to keep these Wreckers off the board. We're not at scary life totals yet, but if you let a Wrecker swing, it's like when a Luke comes down, right?
Yeah.
It's not fun when it comes down, but if you let it swing, it's backbreaking.
Yeah.
It's monumentally bad. But I mean, even with the 2 guys left hanging around on the board, there's still a lot of damage coming in, man.
There's a lot, yeah.
We haven't found a lurking tie. We've just kind of got this advanced with a single token on it chilling there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hanging out.
Is there any damage on Leader Han?
No.
Wow.
No,
okay.
neither of those have been touched.
Yeah.
No, Tarkin's been swinging into other units. Tarkin's been swinging into Wreckers and barraging Wreckers. There have been, unfortunately, more troublesome things than Leader Han around. Another barrage?
Yeah.
Hey, another barrage will...
clean up the leader, okay.
Yeah, put exactly 6 on Han and clean him up.
Yeah.
And we're going to just drop a Poe. Now, I was saying Poe feels real bad with no ECL, but this Poe is getting away scot-free.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
This Poe is getting away scot-free. I mean, thankfully, this TIE advance is going to put some significant damage on the table.
Yep.
But Poe's going to get to swing next turn, dude. And if there's anything, as bad as letting a Wrecker swing, it's letting a Poe swing.
Yeah.
They're both not great. They're both not great situations.
Interesting by Trent there. Would you have forgone the Fleet Lieutenant attack and then gone for initiative to get the Poe attack in right away, or do we care?
It's
we don't have
possible,
any ground units, but it's not.
There's no instant answer to Poe, right? There's no 1-card answer here.
I mean, other than throwing, another phase 3 Dark Trooper in front of him or something,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, I guess if I guess he could waylay or something, right?
Yeah, he could.
There's no 1-card kill it, but there are some 1-card bounces, or at least
let's not
some
forget
exhausts.
that 1 card, the top end card we saw come out in that other match, though. There is Change of Heart lurking in there.
Ooh.
Oh
my God.
He does have the other barrage.
The
okay.
3rd barrage is coming in and take out Poe. Yeah, I guess. There is a 1-card answer. And not only is it a 1-card answer, it is the 1 card that is an answer. It's the 1 card that is a 1-card answer.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd overwhelming barrage, baby.
Yep.
If there's anything that gets you back in the game, triple overwhelming barrage is a pretty good start.
Very good start.
Time after time after time. Although we've got a chunky fleet lieutenant on the board now. The damage is gonna start piling up soon.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Surprise strike is gonna send this guy in, dude. That's what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Man.
9 to base is a lot, dude. 15 damage is no joke.
Man.
But
Michael
I mean-
says you want to race? Let's race.
Yeah, I mean the race is on now.
Yeah.
The race is just on. I mean it's on both sides though. The fleet lieutenant's buffed up by the wing leader. 20 damage on the base. Only 10 left to go. Double A-wings are coming down via the Han ability. The glaring problem here for Michael is that there's not a fourth overwhelming barrage in his deck. That's the issue here. There's no fourth overwhelming barrage.
Yep. Let's see.
Can you show me another heroic sacrifice for game?
Oh yeah. There you
Heroic
go.
sacrifice lets us kill in 2 actions.
Yep.
5 from the fleet lieutenant, 5 from an A-wing.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
a 2. That's 2 actions death right there.
Yep.
And I don't know if there's any way. I guess if we triple all of the 10 damage turns that Tarkin could have here, take too many actions because it's basically buff the TIE advanced, swing with it, triple dark rated and something. But then that something also has to survive.
Michael does have 2 cunnings in his deck.
Ooh, a
Cunning could be pretty good here.
A cunning could save things. If like the fleet lieutenant swings,
Yeah.
cunning could exhaust 2 and bounce 2 and just stop space.
Yeah.
But then fleet lieutenant just kills us on the next swing. We have to bounce him, I think.
Yeah, I think we do.
The attack order is going to be very important if cunning wants to present it. Oh, I see the cunning.
Oh,
There it
so
is.
got it.
Okay. The question is, so I think he has initiative right now, right?
He looks like he does, yeah.
So I think you have to, interestingly enough, I think you have to exhaust both A-wings and bounce. No, you can't bounce the fleet lieutenant because then it just gets to replay.
Yeah.
The issue is it kills you in 2 swings.
Yeah.
That is the big issue. We don't have any healing. I think that's what he's mulling over right
Yeah,
now.
he's trying to...
Because if you, let's say you exhaust the 2 A-wings and bounce the lieutenant, he drops the lieutenant, swings for 4 with the wing leader,
Yeah.
and then you swing, and then he claims, and then, I mean, you die to like a heroic sacrifice or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you die in a 6 damage swing. I think you might just have to take that risk, man. Because that fleet lieutenant existing is just a little too much right now.
How many counters are on the TIE Advanced?
Just 1.
Just 1, okay.
Alternatively, if you, we're dropping a Maul instead.
Interesting, okay.
Okay. I mean, space isn't lethal. Space is not lethal. Oh, dude, imagine if the alert summoned Wrecker right now. Thanks for the follow, dude.
Thank you.
That would be super funny.
Somebody say my name?
So now, somebody say my name. So now we're in a spot where, whoa,
Man.
dude, can you imagine you wing into a fleet lieutenant right now?
Ooh.
Or another wing leader? A wing leader to buff the other A-wing.
Yeah.
Takes it out of TIE advanced death range.
Yeah.
This is, oh my god, dude. This is scary. Every action is determining so much right now. Because the TIE advance can kill 1 space unit, which means lethal is no longer, well, it's not lethal right there anyway. Yeah. I think the Maul was the correct play here.
Seems like it, yeah.
Because you had to get rid of that fleet lieutenant without bouncing him.
Correct.
That was the play. And like, you're going to be able to kill 1 of the space units and also survive, if that's a thing. But the U-Wing here, I mean, if you ever need options, U-Wing is how you get options.
U-Wing is it, yeah.
U-Wing could bring in, a Marauder would be huge.
Oh, man. Yeah,
U-Wing and a Marauder would be massive. An Echo-based defense, a Red 3 would be game-changing.
Oh, Red 3 would be huge, yeah.
A Red 3 does not make things lethal, but it means you die in 1 action next turn.
Yeah.
Next phase, I should say.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. A K2 could maybe be big. What is the best? Okay, I think the best thing we could get here is Red 3 and modded cohort.
Oh,
I think that's the best 7 we could spend.
Yeah.
Is Red 3 and modded cohort. Or Fleet Lieutenant and modded cohort.
I was going to say outside of a Wing Leader Fleet Lieutenant or something maybe.
Yeah, I think I think the 3 cost is really flexible. Yeah. Can you imagine if we got a Wing Leader and a Fleet Lieutenant?
Oh yeah, that would be sick, dude.
Give the A-Wing 2 tokens and then swing for 7?
Yeah.
That'd be so messed up. Oh, hey, that's not where that goes.
Hey.
Okay, we got the Wing Leader though.
Well,
oh my god, is it the Fleet Lieutenant? If the Fleet Lieutenant comes, it's game.
If it is a Fleet Lieutenant, then he is top deck Trent. I'm just going to say.
Oh, it's got to be top deck Trent.
Yeah.
Got to be top deck Trent. Okay, so this is really,
thinking
so
about it,
the
yeah.
advanced swings for 4,
Yeah.
and the A-wing has 1 health over there, so you can't buff him.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
buff the undamaged one, and then you grab a fleet lieutenant,
It is!
and then you swing with the damaged one.
Yep.
That way it can't be
Yep.
killed by the TIE Advanced. And then you swing with
And
the
you
buffed
scoop,
one.
yeah.
Insane sequencing.
Wow.
One single slip up and that whole thing changes.
Well
because
done.
your first thought, right? Your first thought is I'm going to buff the A-Wing and then
Yeah.
I'm going to Fleet Lieutenant swing with the A-Wing.
Yeah.
But then that lets the TIE Advanced kill the other A-Wing, and then the wing leader is 1 shy of lethal.
Yep.
And sure, you could kill him in any one action next turn, but if Michael then claims and surprise strikes Maul, that's lethal.
Yep.
So you had to kill him that turn unless you wanted to risk that.
Yeah.
And Trent found the line that didn't risk that.
Man.
That's crazy.
Well done.
Oh my God, masterful. And dude, we saw Michael's hand after that. He also had, not only did he have the cunning, he also had a Vader in hand.
Wow.
So if he'd have Vadered, I mean, I guess it just depends on the 3-drop he grabs, right?
I mean, if you're able to find that Black Sun Starfighter.
I don't think he plays
he's
Black Sun
not even
Starfighter.
playing
It's
it,
not
yeah.
Imperial. Yeah, we don't bother with that.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't bother with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any
Nope.
3-drop Vader
don't
could have
think so.
grabbed. Oh, you know what Vader maybe could have done? You grab an ISB agent, reveal an event, and you ping the other A-Wing.
Yeah.
You ping the damaged A-Wing.
Yeah.
That
I
could have
guess
been
that
big.
line would work, yeah.
Dude, what a cutthroat game.
Wow. Just goes to show how every little decision in this game matters.
Completely.
You know?
Yeah, completely. Now, I'm sure there were also other things that Trent could have done that turn besides
Yeah.
the U-wing reinforcements. There's a world where, he could have just like swung with the damaged A-wing right away and then gone from there.
Yeah.
But wow, yeah. The the amount of actions that U-wing took, man. Holy cow. That was crazy. That was insane. That was such a sweet way to end that game. Very, very explosive. Now, I will say, as far as, what things we might see differently, how are we going to adapt to the matchup, stuff like that. All that being said, we didn't see a lurking tie that game.
No.
We just didn't. We just didn't. Tarkin didn't see the best card in his deck.
No.
He didn't see the best card in his deck. And that is relevant. Not to say that he just got purely unlucky, right? But the deck has a ceiling and a floor, and we barely even touched that ceiling this game.
Yeah.
But that's also just kind of the risk you run, right? While the Tarkin deck is able to do a lot more than just spam a TIE Phantom, it is the best thing the deck can do, and it's the thing that it wants to do. And when it doesn't
Yeah.
get to do that, it loses a pretty significant amount of power. And that's just that risk you run when you decide to sleeve up not necessarily a one-trick pony deck, but a deck that puts a lot of, not all of the eggs, but a lot of the eggs in one basket.
Yeah. Yeah. Turns out Wrecker's really good.
Yeah, it turns out Wrecker is really good. Turns out. Maul pretty good too.
What do you know? Maul very good. Yeah.
Maul almost turned that around, man.
Yeah.
Talk about some dude. The 6 and 7 drops in set 2 are just so crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The big boys in set 2, dude. Promo Wreckers and Mauls win.
Oh dude.
I really hope that they're saving those for the regionals or something like
Yeah,
that, dude.
they have to be.
Because
Yeah,
oh
they
my
gotta-
god,
yeah.
man. Oh my god. There's no way that they were looking through set 2 cards to turn into promos and didn't arrive at Wrecker and Maul at some point.
Yeah.
Those
I
guys
completely agree.
are the stars of the show. I mean,
Yeah.
Poe too, but that's a legendary, right?
Yeah,
If they got to shy away from legendaries,
Yeah.
man, dude, Maul and Wrecker staring them in the face.
Those would be sweet.
And staring each other in the face in this matchup. Oh man. All right, so it looks like we're keeping hands on both sides. We're resourced up, and then this is one of those awkward scenarios where it feels great to have the initiative as Tarkin, and you're probably going to give it up right away. Because this deck takes a lot of actions, brother.
Yep. Sometimes you want to dirtle, sometimes you don't.
Correct. And I think that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things that people don't really take into consideration. I think Michael passed because he had the ISB agent to play.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, now we can buff the ISB out of
Yeah.
death to marine range. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty snarly.
Not bad.
I do like that. But again, we've given up the initiative to do that, and that's kind of the that's the unforeseen costs of Grand Moff Tarkin's ability, right?
Yeah.
Very, very powerful on paper, but you have to realize that what you get out of that, for one, it has to be better than playing on curve, which
Yep.
sometimes it is. Way better, especially if you have the right stuff to put tokens on. But you also do have that hidden cost of you're probably losing initiative any time that you do this.
Yeah. It's particularly tough against a deck that's as fast as this Han Green.
It is very tough. It's tough to get the second initiative when it can slam down things like Fleet Lieutenant, things like U-Wing, take a bunch of actions, heroic sacrifice, for a cause, right? It's the same thing as playing Sabine, right? Once you lose initiative, it's really hard to play from the passenger seat against her.
Yep.
It's incredibly tough, and this Han deck plays very, very similarly. Ooh. We're really debating on swinging with the Battlefield Marine or going. We have a Fleet Lieutenant. Yeah. It just feels like Fleet Lieutenant 5 to face is the way here. I guess the thing that we're worried about is if we Tarkin the ISB agent, it kills Battlefield Marine and survives, which is not a great exchange.
No.
But we had a 3-drop to play anyway.
Yep.
So I think I don't know. I think if we Tarkin buff that turn, what 2-drop are you going to play? Odds are, even if it buffs the ISB to kill the Marine and survive, there's nothing else to do that turn. Yeah. We haven't seen like the Snowtrooper Lieutenants, right?
True.
And even if that did come down that turn, if you're worried about him swinging into your Battlefield Marine, the Lieutenant doesn't change that at all. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know if whoa, Timely and a Wing Leader.
Interesting.
That is really interesting. If you have the Timely in hand and nothing else to spend 1 on, I guess go for it. But think about the opportunity cost of the stuff in your hand. You could have resourced that Timely and used it later. Oh, and again the Waylay comes down our Fleet Lieutenant. Wow, this is max pain.
Yeah.
And now we get to comfortably buff our 7th fleet and send it back in. Now the good news is there's a Marauder in Trent's hand.
Yep.
Which means the 7th Fleet Defender is not going to be a problem here. And then we have Initiative, which means the 7th Fleet Defender is going to die, and Overwind Barrage is not going to be a great card here. Yep. It's not going to be a fantastic card here.
Pretty good, yeah.
No, you can flip Tarkin and barrage him, and then have nothing else, and that is never what you want to do as this Tarkin deck. You never want to just flip Tarkin. Oh yeah, there's the Marauder coming in. Now, what would be spicy is show me an ISB agent and finish off the Marauder.
Yeah.
But we do finally have an almighty triple dark raid. Let's see if that lurking tie can come to town. He's going to need a lot of help though to keep that thing around after this turn. We don't really want to bounce it either once it gets a bunch of tokens on it.
Nope.
As good as like Triple Dark Raid's job, number 1 is finding tie advance to buff Lurking Tie.
Yeah.
Its second job is finding Lurking Tie if you just can't seem to draw it. And it's significantly weaker in those scenarios because you have to replay it eventually. And it's also significantly weaker when you have to replay it while a Marauder sits there and stares at you in space. Yeah, these are just kind of the awkward situations that the Tarkin deck finds itself in sometimes when it loses its footing. Tarkin's a really scary and a very dangerous leader when he gets out of hand. But if you can keep his scariest thing controlled, I think you still just have to take the Lurking Tie here just to dish out some serious damage, right? Flip Tarkin, put a token on, swing for 5. It's good stuff. There's a world where maybe you can argue swinging into the Marauder because the TIE Phantom's going to bounce anyway. And if the Marauder lives, what is the TIE Phantom doing in your hand?
True.
Whoa! That's a crazy play.
Wow.
That is so sweet.
Wow.
What a good way. What a sick way to spend our TIE Phantom that's going to bounce anyway.
Yeah.
I love that. Doesn't solve our space issue, but clearing Han for free is pretty
sweet,
dude. Yeah. That's pretty good, man. That is not a bad play. And at least it is in our hand now, so if we don't really plan on going to space from here, we can resource it, which is not bad.
Yep.
Ooh, is this a surprise strike in hand?
Okay.
Nope, I think we just resourced it. But that Marauder staring at us is going to be... It's a problem. It's a problem. It just kind of says that we're not really allowed to play our space guy until Trent allows us to.
Correct.
Also, we're at 6 now. ECL has not been used. Wrecker into Tarkin here is going to feel really bad. Or Poe. Poe also doesn't. Oh my God, we don't have it.
We must not.
What? I'm sorry. Is this not top deck Trent? What happened? Isn't it top deck Trent?
Oh, wow. He trades the Marauder into one Phantom, and then he's got another one to play right back out. Wow.
That's big.
Yeah.
But we're going to ECL in.
Now comes the ECL. Yep.
ECL in, yeah. I mean, if you don't have the Poe or the Wrecker, get that Phantom out of the way right now before Tarkin starts going.
Yep.
Also, Tarkin's walled out now, but it's not based defender. Tarkin's a little old man right now. 2-7 does not feel good running into that.
He's feeling his age. Yeah.
He is feeling his age. Yeah. Poor guy. His slippers. They took his slippers. Yeah, this is a little sticky situation to be in. You want to do this echo-based defender, but you also can't find your footing in space anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the power of a red-green heroism aggro in space is just really showing right now.
Yeah,
it's super duper showing.
It really is the Achilles heel of the Lurking TIE Phantom. The red-green hero kind of space units can just really deal with it.
Yep.
Pretty easily.
Yep. There's a lot of good spots there. In general, that color combination, even like red-green villainy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's really just red villainy because like you can throw down Kylo silencers to kill everything on sight. Punishing ones kill almost all your things and survive.
Yeah.
And oh my God, is that a
change of heart? Okay.
Wow, change of heart on an echo-based defender. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That opens up the floodgates for a lot of damage this turn. Ooh, a U-wing coming in. Okay. Dude, these U-wings are putting in work.
Yeah, they are.
I have to imagine he's got one in the main and two in the side.
Okay, so
considering the U-wing won him game one, wouldn't be surprised if we went and found a couple more in our sideboard.
Not a shock, yeah.
So what do we want to see here? What's our best 7 we can spend? What's our best 7?
Wow. What's his top end here? What is he's got? Wrecker, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, Wrecker would feel pretty. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna get that echo-based defender back.
Get it back, yeah.
So honestly, your best 7 here is probably just a bunch of space guys.
I was gonna say some A-wings are always nice
because, like, realistically, yeah, you're gonna take 6 from the ground, but after that, you get your echo base back, and Tarkin has to figure out what to do into that again.
Yeah,
it's still not good. So, like, why not just amass a giant space crowd? Turn off essentially your win condition in that arena, especially if you can get a freaking wing leader out, dude. A wing leader out and super buff that red 3 feels pretty good. Not a lot of answers to that. Yeah, this is oh no, that's an Adelphi patrol craft.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's not unfortunately we don't have the initiative.
Yeah.
They corrected that as he went into the U-wing, probably because he saw that he had the Adelphi in there.
Got it.
But is the Adelphi the only thing we played?
It looks like
no 2-drop?
Yeah, I think it
Dude,
was.
that's a rough U-wing. That is not a good U-wing.
Not what we're looking for.
No, not quite at all. Not quite at all. Very, very light on damage game so far as well.
Still a chunky space unit, full power.
It is a big chunker, and really, like, any space unit is just good right now.
Yeah.
And it did let us get the initiative back by letting us swing there, which is pretty. Or I guess we had 2 attacks, so we were gonna from Tarkin, so we were gonna get it back anyway.
Yeah.
Again, still not bad. Like, it is a big guy. It's it's hitting for 5, right, with red 3.
Yeah.
It's pretty chunky, and we still have that advantage on the ground. Like, again, the change of heart was temporary. We're still just sitting here with a very, very measly Tarkin on the board and nothing else. And again, this is everywhere you don't want to be. And it looks like we're kind of just drawing events and stuff right now on Michael's side.
Oh, it's a rough time to flood out.
No Imperials, no nothing.
Yeah.
Trent's just going to get stronger and stronger in space. And I just don't think that we're winning this race.
No.
Not unless we can put some really impactful things on the board. ISP agent to ping the red 3 is really sweet.
Showed a surprise strike, was it?
He did show a surprise strike. Yeah,
okay.
He did show a surprise strike. I'm surprised we didn't think about the ISB there and swing with the red 3. I mean, I guess it just depends how often you play around, this Tarkin deck.
Yeah.
All right, there's a 7th Fleet Defender coming in.
Okay, this helps.
That does help. That's going to kill a couple stuffs and survive, depending on how things go. You can surprise strike it into the Adelphi.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That does take it out. And it's a pretty good thing to take out, because the space is getting scary measly enough on Han's side of the table.
Yeah.
He's turned to the tables here, truly. Dude, the damage is racking up though. Oh god, dude. Have you ever seen a less satisfactory surprise strike?
No.
And Wrecker's gonna finish him off. Oh, dude, that is brutal. That is brutal. Oh man, and now we've got a Wrecker chilling on the board, the space superiority, and Michael just doesn't have cards right now.
No.
He did just draw a Vader though.
Okay.
He did just draw a Vader,
right.
which is going to kind of put him back in this game maybe.
Yeah.
He is going to take a lot of damage this turn though. He's going to take a whole lot of damage this turn.
Yeah, prepare for a lot of stinging.
Yeah, you probably have to send to the ISB agent into Wrecker and then finish him with Vader.
Yeah.
But Vader dies in that trade, which is not great.
Yeah.
And your 7th Fleet Defender can kill the A-Wing and survive, so you're probably going to go that route.
Yeah.
And you can't stop Wrecker from swinging anyway because you got to kill him in 2 actions. So my first action here probably needs to be swing with a 7th Fleet Defender and kill the A-Wing, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I want to be starting off. We're debating the resource. Does that send us to 8 resources? I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 7 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the 8th would let us do Vader and a Tarkin token, but that's probably not worth our card in hand right now.
Yeah, I don't know if
He's
that's...
really low on cards.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of cards last turn without filling our board, which is not good.
Agree. Yeah.
Not good at all. Does Trent have the initiative? Oh, I think he does. I think he does. So I think the debate as Trent here is, what do I swing with first? Do I swing with the A-Wing because the defender can kill it? Or do I swing with Wrecker first? Because if he's got like an overwhelming barrage, right? Wrecker dies to a barrage 7th Fleet Defender.
True.
So I think you just have to cut your losses and swing with Wrecker first.
Yeah, I think was he checking his discard pile to see maybe if he's...
Yeah. There's not many things. Maul also kills Wrecker here.
Maul?
That's not a fantastic exchange.
No, I mean...
But it does stop your 7 damage, which is
Yeah.
a very relevant damage amount right now.
Yeah.
I think you just have to swing in with Wrecker first if you're Trent.
Yeah, this is what makes these overwhelm units so tough like this, because, you know, you get these 3 HP Sentinels on the board, and it's like, thank you?
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, look how cute Trent's dog is, dude.
Oh.
Dude, the dog screensaver, it's adorable. It's so
Yeah.
cute. I think, even though the token is on Trent's side, I think Michael has the initiative right now.
Okay.
I think he does. I don't think Trent would be playing on his phone.
Probably. Yeah, I would not expect him to do that.
No, yeah.
Are we good on base totals, too? We're good on damage?
Yeah, we got
all right.
12 and 11
12
right
and
now.
11,
It's
okay,
really
all
clutch.
right.
Yeah, I think if you're Michael, you just got to swing the defender
Yeah.
into the A-Wing right now.
Yeah.
Unless he drew something else that is a 1-card answer to Wrecker, and he's not going to play the Vader this turn. But I don't think he has that many cards.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think the options are truly there that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Vader. Oh, does he have a Cunning?
He had a yellow card. I couldn't tell what it was.
I think Cunning is up for consideration here for sure.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
I could see a world where you go exhaust Wrecker, exhaust the craft, bounce the A-Wing.
Yeah, definitely.
I would jive with that world.
Yeah.
And at that point, what do you really get punished by? Not much. Alternatively, you could just double exhaust, leave the A-Wing there, and buff your defender.
Yeah.
And just blast for 8, put him to 20. Oh, okay, so we're surprise striking into the...
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Okay, I wonder what our other card is then. Because if we're not going to Cunning,
Yeah.
I think Vader, you got to get this Wrecker off the board. Maybe he's got a Waylay or something.
Yeah.
But if you Waylay...
But you're going to waylay Wrecker first, aren't you?
I don't know if I want to Waylay Wrecker at all.
Well, no.
I mean, he's gonna kill me in like 2 swings if I don't. So you probably do, but not exactly. No.
We're not going to feel great about it?
No. I'm not in love with the play. I'm not in love with the play at all. Interesting. I wonder what our other Wrecker into the guy. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Take out the units.
So
Every unit you kill matters.
We're going to soft pass, and then now what?
What are we? Oh man, this is a weird one. Maybe we're waiting for like a Poe or something to come down.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, but again, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna waylay it? Like, what are you? I'm trying to figure out what he's playing to right now. Yeah, I mean, I think you just slam your Poe. If he waylays it, he waylays it. It's just kind of the game.
Yeah.
But no, we had no other. Oh man, dude, I think he definitely needed to play Vader this turn. I think he absolutely needed to play Vader this turn. There's no way your turn can just be surprise strike your 7th Fleet and then buff it and call it a day. I think you needed to 7th Fleet into the A-Wing, take that out, and then you have to take 7 damage from Wrecker, and you have to trade Vader and your ISB agent to him, but you have to get him off the board.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get, a relevant 3-drop off of Vader too. Maybe. We've seen enough Cobb Vanth's whiff today.
Yep.
I would hope not to see a Vader whiff.
Oh, man. It's just not your day. If the Vader whiffs too, then yeah.
Have you ever seen a Vader whiff?
I have.
I've once.
I have whiffed with Vader one time.
One singular time.
Yeah.
I've whiffed a Vader one time. This is not looking good. We have to
I think he's
figure.
about to play something.
No,
Even
we have to.
Maul,
Yeah, the issue is now you play Vader and he doesn't kill anything.
No.
We're just gonna die to these two guys. Wrecker and Poe are the dynamic duo, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna blast us. And like we don't play the Snowtrooper lieutenants. We don't play. I guess if we've sideboarded in Veers,
Yeah, he's
maybe that was
screwed.
our hope. Yeah, he's picking it up.
Yeah.
He's picking it up, and Trent with the Green Han making
Han
his way
gets
into
it
the
done.
top 4. Beautiful play.
Yeah.
From both sides of the table, really.
Yeah.
From both sides of the
Yeah.
table, it was some pretty sweet play.
Agree.
We were just really low on our lurking TIE Phantom economy throughout that round,
we were.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
And a little event clogged, I would say, at times, too.
Yeah, it seemed that way.
Yeah, I got the first thing to go out there once we transition this. I'm gonna go ask Michael. Did you side in your Veers?
The Veers,
And
yeah.
were you hoping to find a Veers with Tarkin to kill Wrecker?
Ah, yeah.
Right, to swing for
Yeah,
6,
That's
or
true. That
or
makes
to
sense.
kill Poe.
Or to kill Poe.
Because I think those were our only outs there.
Yeah, that makes
I don't know if that would have led to a victory. It was dire straits, dude.
It was,
It was dire straits. The
Yeah.
power of the Green Han deck and the excellent navigation by Trent as a pilot.
Yep.
He's looking to be in a pretty fire position to take down this whole tournament. Maybe he's got some interesting things to contest here. But I
Yeah.
think, amusingly enough, this was the matchup that I think Trent was most worried about.
Well, I can see that. I mean,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
thing is
he's-
explosive. It's got shenanigans, right? You can take it can really mess with you and disrupt your plans, you know. So yeah, he navigated it. You're right. He navigated it beautifully.
He also said that he got whooped by it in Swiss already today. So that
Yeah.
makes the fear make sense. And it also makes his knowledge and adaptation this time
Yeah.
around make even more sense. I think
Yep.
between this whole roster here, he's from here on out, he's probably most worried about finding a Palpatine.
Yes.
The Bosk Blue is scary too, but I
Bosk
think he's
Blue.
got enough burn to maybe kind of navigate around it.
Yeah.
Also, Poe kills Bosk on sight, so a double collect is easy to strike against.
Yeah.
Also, Poe destroys upgrades.
He does. That's
There's
true.
some things there.
Yeah.
There's some things there. I'd love to see how that one plays out.
That would be definitely
that would be
interesting, yeah.
that would be a hype matchup. Now, I will say we do know that our Blue Bosk player is playing with a singular game loss in this top 8 round,
That's
as
correct.
they did have a deck check error to incorrect cards in the sideboard.
Yep.
So if Blue Bosk wants to turn this around and make its way to top 4, he's got to win a clean 2-0. There's
Yeah.
no exceptions there, which is a little concerning because that deck takes a long time to play.
It does.
We
yeah.
do have an extended 75 minutes for
think
top
that's
cut
right, yeah.
rounds, so he's got a little more time to make it happen. But Yellow Boba might just blow him up. Yellow
Yeah.
just got to win one game, right?
Yellow Boba. It's got the game to do it. That deck can hang with the hard control.
Most
so, yeah.
definitely, 2 solid shots,
Yeah.
solid shots to make it happen. This top eight's getting real wild, guys. For now, though, we're gonna go see how the rest of our contestees are doing, and bring some top cut reports back in here very shortly. Don't go anywhere, guys.